What if I told you that your car could outlive its loan, outlast its warranty, and even survive to 1 million miles without ever needing a new engine? Sounds impossible, right? Well, here's the shocking truth. There are cars on the road right now, Toyotas, Hondas, Volvos, even American pickups, that have surpassed the million-mile mark. And no, these weren't pampered in laboratories. They were daily drivers owned by regular people who knew the secrets mechanics don't share. In this video, I'm revealing the 11 proven secrets that can make your car last far beyond 300,000, 500,000, even 1 million miles. Some of these tricks cost just a few dollars, yet they prevent repairs worth thousands. And at the end, I'll share the bonus maintenance habit that separates million-mile cars from those that die before 150,000. Stick around. You'll never look at car care the same way again. Secret number 1. Oil change discipline, but smarter than the manual says. Here's the foundation of million-mile cars: oil changes. Most owners' manuals now push 7,500 to 10,000 miles between oil changes. Why? Marketing. Manufacturers want to make their cars look low maintenance for the first owner. But once the warranty ends, guess who pays for engine sludge, stuck piston rings, and worn bearings? You. Veteran mechanics and even oil chemists agree. 5,000 miles or 6 months with full synthetic oil is the sweet spot, especially in city driving, stop-and-go traffic, or hot climates. Pro tip: don't skimp on filters either. Cheap filters collapse internally. Stick to OEM or premium brands like WIX, MAN, or Mobile One. Think about it. Saving $30 on oil changes now can cost you $5,000 later for an engine rebuild. Smart owners know oil is cheap, engines are not. Secret number 2. Transmission service before it's needed. Here's the trap most drivers fall into. They never touch the transmission fluid until it's too late. Unlike engine oil, transmission fluid degrades slowly. By the time you notice rough shifting or slipping, damage is already permanent. That's why million-mile owners always service the transmission every 50,000 to 60,000 miles. Do a drain and fill, not a flush, unless the fluid has been changed regularly. Always use manufacturer-specific fluid. Honda ATFDW1, Toyota WS, etc. Generic fluids are like mystery cocktails. They ruin delicate valve bodies. Transmission rebuilds start at $3,000. A fluid change costs under $200. Which one do you want to pay for? Secret number 3. Cooling system mastery. Engines don't just die from old age. They die from overheating. Coolant isn't forever. After about 5 years or 50,000 miles, it turns acidic, eats away gaskets, and causes head gasket leaks. One of the most expensive failures you can face. Flush coolant regularly. Replace worn hoses before they burst. Inspect the radiator cap. It's a $12 part that maintains system pressure, and when it fails, engines overheat. Million-mile drivers know this. Coolant is like blood for your car. Keep it clean and circulating, and your engine lives. Ignore it, and you'll be junking your car before 200,000. Secret number 4. Timing belt and serpentine belt vigilance. Most timing belts need replacement every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Ignore it, and your pistons smash into your valves, destroying the engine instantly. That's why million-mile owners never gamble on belts. Replace them early, not late. And while you're at it, change the water pump. It's often driven by the same belt. Don't forget the serpentine belt either. It powers your alternator, AC, and water pump. Cracks or squeals are your warning. A $60 belt now prevents a $2,000 breakdown later. Secret number 5. Spark plugs and ignition system care. Here's a hidden killer: worn spark plugs. Bad plugs don't just make your car misfire. They stress your ignition coils, fuel injectors, and catalytic converter. Million-mile owners replace spark plugs every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, depending on type. Copper versus iridium. They also check for oil or coolant fouling on the plugs, an early warning of valve cover leaks or head gasket issues. Pro tip: always use OEM specified plugs. Putting performance plugs in a daily driver can do more harm than good. Secret number 6. Brake fluid, the silent killer. Most drivers ignore brake fluid completely. Big mistake. Brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs water over time. After 2 to 3 years, that water lowers the boiling point by over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In stop-and-go traffic, brakes get hot enough to boil that fluid, creating air bubbles. Suddenly, your brake pedal feels spongy. Or worse, your brakes fail altogether. Million-mile owners flush brake fluid every 2 to 3 years without fail. It's a $90 service that can save your life, not just your wallet. And remember, contaminated brake fluid corrodes brake lines and calipers, making every future brake job more expensive. Secret number 7, differential and transfer case service. Here's a secret even many mechanics forget to mention. Your differential and transfer case have fluid too. These components take engine power and deliver it to your wheels. The problem? Their gear oil gets contaminated with metal shavings over time. Leave it long enough, and you'll hear whining, grinding, and eventually total failure. Service interval, every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. Use only OEM fluid. Cheap substitutes don't have the right additives for high-pressure gears. A simple fluid change costs less than $150. Rebuilding a differential, over $2,000. Million-mile owners never roll the dice on this one. Secret number 8, rust prevention, the car killer. Nobody talks about. Engines rarely kill cars. Rust does. Cars in northern states where salt is used on winter roads often die young, not because of bad engines, but because the frame, brake lines, and suspension literally rot away. Million-mile drivers wash their undercarriage every winter and spray rust inhibitors on vulnerable spots. Some even apply oil-based rust proofing once a year. Think about it. You can rebuild an engine. You can't rebuild a rusted frame. Protect the body, and your car will live as long as you want it to. Secret number 9, tires, alignment, and suspension. Tires don't just affect ride comfort. They protect your drivetrain. When tires wear unevenly because of bad alignment, that extra stress travels straight to your suspension, wheel bearings, and even transmission. Million-mile owners. Rotate tires every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. Get an alignment at least every 15,000 miles. Replace shocks and struts before they destroy tires. Remember, the only thing connecting your million-mile car to the road is 4 rubber patches the size of your hand. Treat them seriously. Secret number 10, the million-mile owner's mindset. Here's the final and most important secret. Million-mile cars don't happen by accident. They're a result of consistency. The owners who reach 1 million miles aren't obsessive gearheads. They're disciplined. They never ignore a warning light. They fix small leaks before they become big ones. They keep maintenance logs like pilots do. And here's the bonus. They also use their cars correctly. No cold revving. No racing from light to light. No skipping warm-up on turbo engines. They drive smart, and their cars reward them with decades of service. Secret number 11, cooling system mastery. Engines don't die from miles. They die from overheating. The cooling system is the silent workhorse, keeping every moving part alive. Yet most drivers only think about it when steam pours out of the hood. By then, it's usually too late. Million-mile owners don't gamble here. They got flush coolant every 50,000 miles or 5 years. Replace radiator caps, a $10 part, every few years to maintain proper pressure. Inspect hoses for bulges and cracks before they burst on the highway. Use manufacturer-specific coolant, not universal green stuff that can corrode aluminum parts. Here's a fact most drivers miss. Once coolant breaks down, it becomes acidic. That acid eats water pumps, heater cores, and head gaskets from the inside out. Ignore it, and you're looking at a $3,000 plus repair. Smart owners treat the cooling system like life insurance, because it is. Bonus tip, the logbook secret. Want to know the number 1 overlooked habit that separates 150,000 cars from million-mile legends? It's record keeping. Every oil change, every tire rotation, every fluid flush. Write it down. When problems show up, you'll spot patterns early. If you ever sell the car, a maintenance log adds thousands in resale value because buyers trust you. A $2 notebook can literally save you $20,000 in repairs and help your car live past 1 million miles. So here's the truth. Most cars fail early, not because they're poorly built, but because their owners don't know these 10 secrets. Follow these habits, and you're not just driving a car, you're building a million-mile machine. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the highest mileage you've ever seen on a car? Was it yours, a friend's, or maybe a legendary beater that just wouldn't die? Drop it in the comments. I'll pin the craziest story. And don't forget, like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for more insider tips mechanics don't want you to know. And watch my next video, where I reveal the one 5-minute maintenance trick that mechanics admit prevents 80% of engine failures. You don't want to miss it.